In this video, we're going to be going over some basic definitions of the different metrics, and we'll be looking at also the like where to find the most useful data, which generally centers around the content. Most people want to know what pages are the most important and what's happening with those pages and everything. So we'll be looking at that in this video. So what I'm doing here is I'm actually looking at the content view. So I've gone to behavior over here. Where'd it go? There it is. Behavior. And then I clicked on all, I clicked the triangle on site content and I went to all pages. And that brings us to this page. So this page, if we're looking here, we can see we're kind of looking across a large segment. So I'm just going to pare this down from January 25th to today. So let's see here. January 25th to today. Apply. Now I can see all of my data across here. And you can do this with any section. Say you're just wanting to look at a particular month, and you can break it down that way. So I can see over the course of the day that we can also see that site traffic drops off significantly on Saturday and Sunday, which makes sense considering we're looking at traffic for a school. So once again, we see here Saturday, Sunday, and then this day is not completely reported yet because that is today. So looking at the pages here, we have the top 10 pages, right? We have, this represents the home page, and this represents the high school. So how can we tell that? So if we're looking at the website, we can actually either click the link here, and it'll open up in a little pop-up window. This will give me an idea, or City High School. Or I can also copy this here, go to the website, and actually paste it in at the end of my URL and hit enter. And that too will take me to the Ore City High School page. So look at here, our third most popular page is calendars, which would also make sense too. Kind of looking through that. So if I'm looking at these as the most popular pages, obviously, home page is going to get the most traffic out of the majority of websites. But this is kind of telling high school, calendars, and then elementary. And then, we kind of move down there, district forums, district employees, middle schools. So as we move through, so we have page views, unique views, average time on page, entrances, bounce rates, exit percentages, and page values. So I'm going to give you some definitions. So sessions, or page views, let's go back here. So you can kind of see these. So a session is the number of sessions over a given time span. So this is like the number of people that opened the website and looked at it over a given amount of days. Percentage of new sessions, that would be your new visitors here. The number of new user sessions based on IP. So know that new user sessions are actually based on the IP address. So if somebody visits a website always from their home, and then they go to their parents' house, or they go to their grandparents' house and visit the website again, they would register as a new user even though it's the same person visiting it again. So bounce rate. This is one that a lot of people ask about. So bounce rate specifically, the bounce rate metric in Google Analytics is the percentage of a single page visit to total visits of a certain dimension. For example, say you are looking at your organic traffic and sort by search engine. You follow the row across to see that Bing is delivering a 75% bounce rate. This means that 75% of the visitors coming from Bing on your website during that date range you have selected are visiting one page and leaving your site. Depending upon how your Google Analytics account is set up, this may include closing the browser directly typing in a different site URL into their browser navigation bar, or clicking on a link to one of your social media sites or off-site blog. This third case is important to note because unless Google Analytics has been set up to track these off-site channels as part of the account, a visitor will be considered a bounce even though they are still interacting with channels your brand controls. So all that to say, if this is what a bounce would look like. So I'm just going to grab this. All right. Let's see here. Google. So a bounce looks something like this. So I'm going to search for city. So here's the website. I click on calendars. Site loads up. I look at the calendar. Let's say I get the information that I need, and I'm like, okay, I'm done. Now I'm going to go to another website. So that's what a bounce would look like. I looked at one page, and then I immediately left and went to another website. Okay, page and page sessions. Average number of pages viewed during a session. So, let's see here, pages/page session, you're going to see that right here, and you'll see this kind of metric elsewhere on the site. That means that in an average session, whenever somebody opens up the website, they view, on average, 1.94 pages. So almost 2 pages per time that they open the website. And that could be a bunch of people looking at one page and a few people looking at 20 pages. Or it could be just a bunch of people looking at just 2 pages. So if we look here, we can actually see, if I switch over here to page sessions, right, I can see that on any given day that this number of pages viewed changes. But it stays pretty consistent throughout. So like on February 3rd, people on average were viewing 2 pages. Okay, so the other one, let's see here, session duration. So session duration represents how long, on average, individuals are staying on the website when they're on the website. So I can see here, most people seem to be hitting about 2 to 3 minutes over the course of the day. We already talked about bounce rate. Let's see here, last one. So there is another metric here. You can actually set up goals, and you can see how close percentage-wise you're getting to those goals. Now those have to be set up, and they are advanced metrics, and so down the road, if we need to talk about goals and setting some up, we can discuss that. All right. So let's talk about real quick, just kind of going over the site content. We're going to go back over here to all pages, and we're just going to kind of look at individual pages and see kind of what's happening with them. So let's just look at this here, this home page. So we know that that it's hitting 4,000 page views, and this is over the course of the day, course of time. So let's just look at like February 6th. Let's pare it down to February 6th. So we are only dealing with one day. So here it is. So over the course of this day, the home page received 461 pages, which would also be open sessions, right? But all the sessions are a culmination of all of these pages. It had 312 unique page views. The average time on this page was 4 minutes. And let's see here. It was 311 entrance pages. So entrance pages, 311 of those were entrance pages. So that means that 311 people came to this site, they looked at this page, and then went deeper into the site. It had a bounce rate of 66%, meaning that 66% of the people that viewed the website altogether hit this page and then immediately left. And then we also see here exit. So exit means that 53% of the people that came to the home page looked at this page and then left the page. And that means they could have come from a different page. So they come from a different page, they hit the home button, they're at the home page, they see what they need to, and they leave. So you need to do some more digging to kind of figure out what's going on there. Page value, you probably never need to use this at being a school because this kind of correlates with Google AdWords and placing advertising on the website. So let's talk about the most useful data. So page views is probably going to be some of your most useful here. New and reoccurring users are definitely going to be a metric that you want to watch. So let's see here. Let's go back to this overview. New and reoccurring users. This is going to be a metric that you want to watch. Content being viewed, like I said, coming over here once again to behavior and content. That's going to be a big time metric. You know, I know one of the things that y'all are wanting to track is the Academy, and you can actually search the Academy. Let's go. So viewing the Academy, if you wanted to filter down and kind of see how it was doing, you can actually search on that URL and get all of the traffic that's that's happening on the Academy. Okay, organic keywords. Let's see here. You can actually find your organic search under acquisitions and overview and click organic search. And we can see here are some of the search terms that people are using to find the website. Social networking referrals. We can actually come over here to acquisition once again, click social, and we can see an overview of our social. So social network referrals, you can actually come to social and then network referrals. And we can actually see here, there's no real data in the view for this day. Let's go ahead and see if there's any data over the course of January and February. So social sessions via social referral, we see that we're not actually getting really anything from social networking coming through. So to get to landing pages, you're going to come to behavior and then landing pages. And we can see here, once again, homepage is the top landing page, followed by high school, and then district employment is next, which does not correspond with our, kind of looking at all pages in the content. The district employment's actually is actually number 6 instead of number 4 as far as like top content on the website. So that's going to be your most useful data. Next video, we're going to be talking about most useful views.